Okay, try again. Today is May 21st, 2026, and about 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and about 4 hours ago, um, Bungie put out a tweet saying that on June 9th, Destiny 2 is going to receive its last update, its last live service update. Um, and I just thought I would make a video just kind of talking about, like, stuff that I've gone through in this game that has really changed me as a person and the experiences that I've gotten from this game, not only like in game but also out of game. Um, so yeah, like I started playing Destiny 1 back in the beta, and I loved it. I mean, I played it a very different way than a lot of people would have played it. I played it as a solo player, like only. So like I would only do strikes in the matchmaking queue or whatever you want to call it, the you know, non grandmaster invite strikes, and I would do story missions and delete characters and rebuild characters and go to the cosmodrome and shoot dregs and vandals, and well, not vandals, it'd be dregs, yeah, dregs and vandals and shanks for hours on end, and talk with my friends at school about how we would, want to do a strike together, or a raid together, or play PvP together. And from there, I just fell in love with this game. I fell in love with the story. I fell in love with the universe. I fell in love with the art, the music, the community. I was just so enthralled by everything that it had kind of brought to me as a player. And when Destiny 2 came out, I was excited. I was like, a new title, new fresh start, first time I'm like really playing it on release, because I played the beta, but I didn't play Destiny 1 on release. I waited actually until um, Crota's End to play, just because like I was whatever. Long story. And when Destiny 2 came out, I played it on PlayStation, and I remember doing a raid, doing day one Leviathan with my friends, and one of my friends, Brandon, fell asleep doing the dogs encounter, and I just remember us staying up all night on 1, 2, 3 in the morning, I think, somewhere in that range, and just hearing snoring on the microphone while doing Leviathan raid on the first day. And you don't get that kind of experience in any other game, especially not a first-person shooter. Um, Destiny was special. And from there, I moved to PC. I bought D2. I bought my first PC4 to play D2, and then I bought it around the time that um, what was that DLC? It was Curse of Osiris. Yeah, I bought it at the end of Curse of Osiris, and I met some great friends through random nightfalls. Bagel, my friend Bagel, and my friend B Willie, who introduced me to a new clan, and I got to do my first kind of real taste of raids in Destiny through Destiny 2, early on in year one, or I guess end of year one. Um, and my friend Matt got his PC. Either he got it or he had it, and he bought D2. And played with him, and he introduced me to three of my greatest friends, Timaeus, Saint, and Cassie, um, who I got to know very well through these last couple years. And I even went to visit them in Seattle. Um, Feels like a couple years ago now. Got to meet them in person and hang out with them, and I've never done that in any other game before. I've never met somebody that I have grown so strongly and bonded so easily with over a video game. Um, and Destiny did that for me. I just can't believe that it's gone. And from there, I met these guys, and we just played hours upon hours upon hours. This is one of my favorite moments right here in all of Destiny, getting Anarchy for the first time with these guys. And it's just so weird because it's like it's a video game. Like, why are you crying over a video game? But like, this is more than that. There's just so many social experiences that I love from this franchise, and so from meeting these guys, we made our own clan and we did our own thing. We participated in day one raids. We we did it all. We did dungeons. We did raids. We did PvP. We did challenge runs. We did, you know, low man activities. Tried to do low mans. Failed successfully. Did grandmasters. All that good stuff. Um, Let me pause. How do I pause? I want to pause. Can I pause the video, please? Let me pause. Ugh, no pause button. And it just means so much, this game. I just don't understand like where it kind of all went wrong. Um, I'll continue on here while I watch a different video. People's favorite raid right here, by the way. The people's favorite. Um, yeah, I mean, after I met or I was introduced to by Matt, my good friends, we just played. We loved every minute of it. I loved every minute of playing this game with them and doing activities, and then eventually we all built up and we wanted to do day one raids, and we did. We did Deepstone Crypt as our first real attempt. We got the Skolos. We did Volta Glass, which we completed in 13 hours. We attempted Crota, which we got to Crota. We didn't finish. We did Vow the Disciple, which we got to the final boss, Rolk, and didn't do. And we got to complete Root of Nightmares, and we attempted Salvation's Edge, to no avail. I just remember so many things about this game and about these people that like you're seeing on screen. Um, and I love every single one of them, and they've meant so much to me in my life. Like, even if I don't talk to these people anymore, like I know, Cyborg, like who you're seeing on screen now, like they all were there. They all played this game with me, and we all shared the love for this game. And it's so hard to believe that like it's gone. Well, it's not gone, but it is gone. In some ways, it is. Um, it's a once in a lifetime game. I think I've already said that, but there's just so many things that like this game did right, in my opinion, that forever like changed who I am as a person, and I wouldn't exchange any minute, any hour, any second that I spent on this game for anything else. I wouldn't trade any of the experiences or any of the people that I met for anyone else or anything else. Um, Destiny as a franchise, and Destiny 2 especially as a game, means everything to me. And I'm so sad that this is the way that it has to go, in a way that feels like unceremonious. I mean, there was definitely a right time to do it, which is probably when the final shape came out and ended, but to just be hit kind of like a truck, really, here today, um, it just feels crazy. It feels insane that I'm sitting here talking like about these experiences. Like I remember doing Deepstone Crib day one, and I have the clip somewhere of it, of me accidentally shooting the wrong Atrax clone on the final stand, and we wipe. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't know what I did wrong, and we had no idea, and experiencing that raid for the first time and spending spending over 13 hours at my friend Aiden's house, bringing my computer, physically bringing this beast to my friend Aiden's house to do day one Vault of Glass together in the same room in his tiny bedroom. No offense, buddy, but that shit is tiny. Two desks in a tiny bedroom that could barely fit one person, and we sat there for 13 hours straight, and we fucking did that shit. We fucking did that shit. We did that shit for the love of the game, and I loved every waking minute of it, and I will never ever forget any of that in my entire life. I just there are a million experiences that I could go through. I mean, I like just talking about them. Like, like I did Vow of the Disciple with Isaac, Joe, Saints, like Isaac, Cassie, Joe, Saints, Tomias, TJ, myself, and another one of our friends, Tyler, who was new to the game. And we had spent the entire week building up Tyler to to do this day one raid. So you've been playing Destiny for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks at most, and you are now ready to do a day one raid. And we did it. We actually we made it far enough to to the point where I was satisfied. Like we didn't do it obviously. Like we got to Rolk and we died, but to even do that with a player who had been playing the game really only for 3 weeks was amazing. And I just remember seeing Rolk spawn in the first time and learning those mechanics and getting the shit kicked out of us. It's an unforgettable experience. And I remember watching reveals, the Witch Queen reveal with my friends, and watching you know the seasonal reveals, and hopping on and checking out the store, the new catalysts, the new ornaments, the new legendary weapons, new pinnacle weapons, all this stuff I just remember so vividly. And you just don't get that anymore in any other game. There's no other game right now that I check in on every week. And I genuinely still to this day, I can pull it up. I checked in on Destiny this week because I still want to get all the items in the shop. I still want to, make sure that I'm still keeping up. I have one more level on the battle pass for this season. It has some kind of stranglehold over me, and I'm not sure necessarily what it is. If it's the gunplay, if it's the music, if it's the atmosphere, if it's the community. I think it's a bit of everything. But it truly is amazing, and I just can't believe it's gone. Just play another video while we're kind of chatting about it. Doing a no HUD Shattered Throne run back in, what would this be? This would be I think this was also, what do you call this, Malfeasance only as well. No HUD Malfeasance only. I'm using Stormcaller. Oh, and I get completely smacked. I'm playing here with my friends Bagel and my friends Beagle, who I mentioned earlier, who would always have come up with fun challenges and want to do fun things and challenge themselves and enjoy just playing, just being in each other's company. That was the best thing about this game, is you could just do things and be a part of a community, be a part of a group, and you wouldn't have to you'd have your one day a year if you were me, where you stress about doing raids and stuff like that day one, but every other day was just a casual, let's just do some strikes, let's just do some dungeon runs. You just don't get that anywhere else, man. Everything nowadays, in video games, especially to me, is just so serious. How can we maximize our time? How can we put in the most amount of runs? How can we min max our stats? I mean, I was doing that in Destiny, but I have 4,500 hours in this game on Steam alone. That doesn't account for the BattleNet, or no, BattleNet hours. That doesn't account for the Xbox hours, the PlayStation hours, the the deleted characters or whatever. Well, I guess it does sort of on certain websites. It's just it just feels so special. Like just looking at this, like just makes me miss this. Arnold the Grey, that was my name. Look at this drip. This is a horrible drip, by the way. Can we just take an appreciation for how ugly I look with Storm Dancer's brace on? Just atrocious drip from your boy and the big. I don't even know what year this is. Probably 2021 or 2020 or something like that. Can't remember. Maybe even earlier. Trying to be cinematic, not running. And it's just so many things. Like I remember like when Whisper the Worm came out, like with and just like sitting on IO with a bunch of random people typing in text chat, adding them, being like, "Hey, like, have you seen it yet? Have you done it yet? Have you tried it yet?" Like, you don't get that in other games, man. You just don't. That's the number one thing I always say to people with like this game. It's just like you don't get that anymore. The experiences that you have, the raw experiences, you just never get it anymore anywhere else. Um, where was I in my like timeline? Yeah, so like we had done all these day one raids and tried our best in a lot of them, but it was the time in between those that I think was really like the best. Just like learning and going through life and always having these friends that I could connect with and play a game that we all loved and that separates into other things, right? Ow. That separates into other things, other games, other titles, um, that you play with and you make connections with. But in the end, it all does come back to this game. Like I just, there's no other way to put it. It's inevitable. This game is inevitable for me. I always saw myself coming back, no matter what state the game was in. I just always saw myself coming back. I never fell out of love with it. I never had a moment where I said, "Man, I hate this game." Like a lot of people do, and that's okay. Like I understand this game isn't perfect, but to me, it was a masterpiece in every way. Um, and there's gonna be people that are like, oh, it's too easy. Oh, it's too hard. Oh, it's not good enough story. Oh, the systems aren't that deep. Oh, you know, the the I don't know, whatever. The weapons aren't good enough. The gunplay feels this, that, whatever. People will complain about everything. You can never do anything 100% right, especially in video games. And this isn't a way for me to say like, oh, Bungie is perfect, because I disagree with a lot of things that they did. I do. I disagree with the portal. I disagree with the way that they went from Final Shape to Edge of Fate. I think that was just a poorly executed thing that now we'll never know like where they were really going. And there's a lot of balance changes that I didn't like. Um, weapons that I fell out of love with that I literally thought were like the greatest things ever. But like in the end, like I don't know how you satisfy a player base that's so needy and so like they just want everything. They want this to be better. They want that to be better. They want this to be worse. They want that to be worse. They want this to be harder. They want that to be easier. They want, new weapons every week. They want new armor sets that aren't, you know, silver only, which like I'm with you on that one. But like it just blows my mind that like people were always complaining about this game in a world where in a video game world where companies release games that are fucking half done. They're half done and they're like buggy fucking messes. And like yeah, this game had bugs like or like glitches or whatever that like clearly broke it. But like, come on, you're telling me in 12 years of Destiny, you're really gonna think about the fucking Fellwinter's Lie door being closed on the day it came out? No, bro. You're gonna remember doing Vault of Glass for the first time. You're gonna remember getting your first exotic. You're gonna remember doing your first legendary campaign and doing the Witch Queen for the first time and beating the Witness for the first time and doing Excision with 12 people for the first time and having the most beautiful cutscene play after. That's what you're gonna remember from this game. And I'm just and I don't want to like glaze or don't want to say that the developers are perfect, because Bungie is nowhere near perfect, but you cannot have asked for a game. Oh, look at this. Good one. Good one, buddy. You cannot have asked for a better 12 years combined between this game and Destiny 1. You just can't. I don't know how you can do it. Play another one here. The day one Vespers host with Cassian Saint. This is another banger. I love this. This was awesome. Um, we didn't do it in 24 hours, but we did it on contest, which was difficult as hell and super fun in my opinion. Um, yeah, like I don't know. I'm gonna miss doing like, and I think it's partially I miss this game, but I also just miss the times and the time of like the time I was in my life, right? Like I was able to do my work and like at school and come home and play games and not have to worry about things like you know school or like you know my future, I guess. And like obviously like you have to be mindful of that kind of thing, but to have the ability to 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 go to a place like this that is very safe and brings you a lot of peace. I don't know if I'm ever going to have that again, and that's kind of what scares me and kind of what saddens me about this is like I don't know if I'm ever going to have these days where I get to play with my best friends for hours and do things that I love with them on a game that I love. I was like, we should put the phaser cry counter somewhere or what? Like, I love these guys. I love everyone that I've met on this game, and no matter like who you are, like if I had run into you on this game, like had a memorable experience, like I got to teach so many people this game. I got to teach my friends from my recent program. I got to teach um my friend Miguel and my friend Carl like this game and like introduce them at times where like the game sure like people thought like oh the game isn't great but like I loved it. I loved it. I love teaching people raids. I like teach people dungeons, teach people mechanics, teach people intricacies, what weapons to go for, how to get them, share resources with them, and like like where to find this, where to find that. Like I just felt like this game really like opened a social aspect of my life that I didn't know I have. So, and like I don't, no one's gonna see like I'm just making this so that I have it, so that I can go back on it in 10 years and look at myself and say, you know, hey, like I love this game and this is where I was and this is who I am. But no one's gonna see this in a way that like is gonna get around there. But it's amazing. I'll never take this game for granted. I'll never take the time that I had on this game for granted. I loved every minute of it. And I'm going to say it, a million times over. Nothing's ever going to beat this. Nothing. I guarantee you right now, it's just not going to happen. Just the way that the people that I met and the times that I had, it's never gonna, it's never gonna happen again. And I'm okay with that. It's just, I think part of me just didn't want to let it go and didn't want to, I just kind of held out hope here and there that like, sure they might release a new raid. I can probably convince some friends to come back and play and try, but it's done. Like for a while at least. Like I don't think there'll ever be another Destiny game. I don't think there'll be a Destiny 3. I don't think they'll ever, they're obviously not going to come back to this one, but I just don't think there's ever going to be another game in this universe, and that just makes me sad. So, yeah, I just thought I'd spill some stories and share this with my friends, and you can all watch me cry and give a little quick shout out, I guess. So if you have watched it and like you are like a friend of mine, shoot me a message, and just I love all you guys, and I love this game, and I love this community. I just can't believe it's gone. Yeah, I think that's it. And like obviously like no one's gonna see it, but like just wanna like thank Bungie and thank everyone who like put time into this game, because without it I don't know who I am. I don't know where I am or where I would be. So thank you.